Well, I'm happy to report today I got home from work and found this beauty sitting on my front porch. Planet Unknown, the Deluxe edition, put out by Adam's Apple Games. I backed this on Kickstarter quite a while ago. And when it first was announced, I was pretty excited about it. Tile placement game, very intriguing design, and jumped on board pretty quick with it. And then there were some delays in getting it and some things that need to be fixed with the publishing and all of that, and it kind of fell off my radar. I'll be honest, it had slipped down on my list to the point where not that I forgot about it, but the excitement waned a little bit, and I was worried that when it showed up I wouldn't have that same excitement. Well, from the moment I got the shipping notification, I've been stalking UPS online to get it, and it showed up today. So let's take a look at it. First thing I want to point out is a lot of people have been saying this online. This is unpunched at this point, but take a look at that gap when you close the box. Now, that'll be better once you punch the cardboard out and get everything put away. But that's certainly something to be thinking about with the game. All right, so immediately when you open it up, you've got your Susan right on top. And that's what's pushing the box top up, obviously, a little bit. This storage comes out. I'm not sure exactly what you store in there yet, but I will take a look at that once I get a chance to sit down with the rules. And you can see the artwork in the back. It spins very smoothly. I was worried about that. I do like that they do have the spaces here for your different tiles. It looks like it's designed in a way that I'll be able to push down on it to pop the tiles up so I don't have to try and shove my entire hand in there. So I'm curious how this will work. This is one of the things that really drew my attention to the game. Right under that, we've got our cardboard, and decent thickness cardboard. Looks like it'll be fine. A lot of punching out to do, a lot of fitting into my Lazy Susan there. And I think once this is out and punched out completely, the issues with the box will be a little better, and we'll take a look at that near the end of the video. Right under that, then, we have two different storage units along with score sheets. Both have nice lids. They are decently tight. In fact, there we go. Pop it off a little bit. Got our cards. Got, I believe, if I remember right, this is our first player marker and a few other, I forget what that other marker is for. Looks like the first player marker goes right over there. So, snaps on nicely. Should keep the things good and compact in there. Well, it did snap on nicely. There we go. The other side has the rovers and other markers, which I'm drawing a blank as to what they were off the top of my head. Now, one of the other things that has been acknowledged by the company is they tried to do a wash, and the samples came back looking good. The final product, and not up to their specs. And if you look closely, you can kind of see some black dots. Not a true wash. This is better than what I expected. Some of the descriptions made it sound like it was very blotchy. I notice on these blue guys here, it's a little bit more obvious. There's some blotchiness going on there, and not enough that it's going to upset me. Gameplay shouldn't be affected by this at all. Underneath that, then, we've got the rule book, and with the rule book, we've got all of the maps. One side is your different planet, the asymmetric planets, and then the back side of every planet, I'm not going to show you all of them, but the back side is the generic planet. So if you want to play so everyone has the same planet, it keeps things, I guess, relatively even. But there's a lot of them, and they are thin, which is good for the box. I hope they hold up to play. I mean, when we take a look at just a single one, that's how thin it is. So a little bit floppy, but I think if we take good care of it, it shouldn't be a problem. The colors are really good. I like the asymmetric planets. I like that they put some iconography on the bottom corner, which, having not read the rules yet, I assume that's going to give us some hint as to what actually has to be done. So that's nice as a little reminder for some of those. And then below that, you have a plastic tray that has all of the corporation boards. They are dual layer, so your tokens are going to stay in there nicely. They're not going to slide around on the table. Backside is the universal for every single one of them, so you can have your asymmetric corporations or everyone's playing the same. And one thing I do notice, this is a little bit tricky for me to get all the way to the bottom. It's got a little cutout here to get in, but it does take a little bit of work to fit my fat finger in there, so I'm hoping I don't damage the edge of the boards at all. Now what I'm curious about though is putting it back together. So we put this in here, rules on top. We get our two storage trays in here. They fit in nicely. We can put our scoring pad on here and on both sides. And then we, assuming, obviously not assuming, you're gonna have the cardboard popped out. So when we get the cardboard out, that should free us up a little bit of space. And it still is, as I feel it, it is still raised a little bit. But when I put the top on, you take a look at it, that gap is not nearly as bad as it was when I first looked at it. Now I do notice if I push down on it too much, because the Susan is bowed at the top, I can get a little bit of bowing here. So if I push down on the sides, you see how it bubbles up a little bit. The other thing, some people online had been saying, that their box bows on the side. And I do notice that if I turn it a little bit, right here on that edge, I see it start to bow out a little bit. So, oddly enough, you would think that this being a square box, you wouldn't have to worry about that. But I noticed that if I have the word Susan and these two gaps right here on this side, it doesn't bow. As soon as I turn it, even though there's gaps here, there's some bowing here. I don't know why that is the case. Geometrically, that shouldn't be happening, because here I'm not getting any bowing when I turn it this way. So I think it's just a matter of playing around with it. Here I got a little bowing. It's really tight against the edge. Not so much here. So take some care when you put it back in. I think that'll solve that issue. I am very excited to get it on the table. Can't wait to do that. A lot of cardboard bits and pieces to figure out what they are. But I want to thank Adam's Apple Games for introducing me to another tile laying game, and I look forward to getting it on the table. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy these, I have some more opening videos. You can always subscribe, and I haven't done a ton recently, but I know I have a lot coming in the pipeline from Kickstarter. Have a good day.